Holy cow, gamers. We're back. It's actually been so long, I feel like. A lot has just happened, so that it feels like it's been forever. But I'm here. I'm going to be talking a little quiet. Allison is sleeping, but she shouldn't hear me that much unless I start screaming. But man, what a time it's been. I'm here. New setup. What a world. Let's sync real quick first, just to make sure. Down, down, up, up, down, up. I mean, it looks good to me. Dude, what a trip. What a trip it's been. Let me tell you, moving, tough. Tough thing to do. Even when like you're not the one moving anywhere. Excuse me. I mean, if you think about it, like I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in the same house, but we're in the basement now. Different place. I had to move all of my stuff. I had to move all of her stuff. It's just been a lot. It's been great. And we're ready to get into like life and like the actual swing of things. I'm checking to make sure that you guys have decent-ish audio. That's probably fine. I mean, that might be loud as hell. Let me see. I don't know. Oh, is that why? Hello? Hello? I don't know what's going on, man. That's not the reason at all. It's fine. I think you guys have audio. Yeah, you guys have audio. It's been a little while since I've streamed. I hope you'll forgive me. But I'm just excited. A lot has happened. Whether it's been just work stuff or life stuff or whatever. It's been a lot. Obviously, like some better than others with my my test results and stuff. Like work has been going good, and like a week living together has been going great. But the tough parts have been tough. But I spent like a good while trying to make sure that stream stuff was gonna work. When the time came. Sorry, I'm waiting for a cycle I like here. But yeah, things have, I think, basically, been established for me down here now. I've kind of got the setup all set up. Is it like perfect? No, it's not. But I'm streaming not in my bedroom now, or in our bedroom, I guess, because we live together. I'm streaming on a I didn't think we were gonna make it. I'm streaming on a couch, off like a table instead of like my end table. I don't have to like stack a bunch of shit or like move my entire furniture around. It's just it's like it feels like I have a space, and it's cool. But I hope everyone's been good. It's been what feels like a pretty fast summer to me. And I think that's just because it's been so busy with life stuff. And you know, busy is good. I'm not, like, no part of me is upset or complaining about how things have gone, except for, like, the failure. That obviously sucked. But, you know, life is life. I'm trying to keep, like, a pretty positive mental attitude. It's not going great all the time, if I'm being 100%. But we're doing okay. I've worked past some of the emotions, and my job is still, like, supporting me. My boss, when I was like, hey, I don't want to take it again until January because I can't, he was like, I think that's a better idea, because I did try the quick turnaround with it, and it just didn't work, and I feel like I need more time. Also, this summer, like I said, it was just a busy time. With the moving going on, you know, I was very much worried about personal life stuff, which I deem more important, because it's, you know, it's the person I want to be with, and, like, living arrangements and blah 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 blah. But now that that's all done and taken care of, I'm ready to, like, lock in, as they say, to, like, really hopefully crack down on my poor performance. Oh, that second hit was not on purpose. But it'll, you know, I just know that, like, a flow will happen. But man, when I tell you that this week has felt long compared to some of the other summer weeks. So Allison and I officially moved downstairs, like, into our apartment last weekend, like about a week ago. And before that, like, there was still some work being done, or, like, we were just moving things, and, like, it wasn't ready to be down here, whatever the heck the reason was. But so we finally got down here this weekend, last weekend. And, like, the first 2 days was great, no problems. Sunday, Monday, great stuff. Tuesday morning happens, and obviously, like, I'm up for work. I'm the first one up because I have to be at work at 8. And my job is half an hour away. I'm gonna sneeze, I'm sorry, it's brewing. I'm alright. So, there's another one coming. I'm okay. Let me take a sip of water. Yeah, so I'm up for work first. And I like, you know, I'm getting ready in the bathroom, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm going to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. After I am getting ready to walk out of the bathroom, I look down and I noticed that there was, like, a little bit of water on the floor. Like, not like drops, but like a little stream. And I'm like, uh-oh, where the heck did that come from? Like, I didn't pee on the floor. It was, like, crystal clear water. It looked like it was coming from the toilet. But this is, like, a brand new bathroom. Like we just had everything redone in it. So I was like, uh-oh. But I didn't really have time to, like, inspect because I had to leave for work, like, in 2 minutes or something. So I basically mop it up. And then I get to work, and at some point I text my mom and I'm like, hey, I saw like a leak in the bathroom. It looked like, can you or dad go look at it? Because, I mean, now at this point, they're like my landlords, so it's kind of their job. Oops. So when my mom like gets that message, she sends my dad down. He goes downstairs and looks at the toilet, and it was like rocking a little bit. It was like, you know, like it wasn't like super strongly bolted into the ground. So he was like, oh, that was the problem. It like must have offset itself from the pipe a little bit, that like a little bit of the water when you flushed like went down. So he tightened the bolts and said, I flushed it like 6 times, it's good to go. I came home from work, it was fine. I was like, awesome, cool. We go into Wednesday, no problems. And then Wednesday night happens, and I go to the bathroom just before I'm going to sleep. Like I'm gonna go pee, take a shit, whatever, just before bed because I have to. I do that. I flush the toilet. Leak, and this time it's not like crystal clear water. It's got like little bits in it, but it's not like shit or anything like that. It's like sand, like little granulation. So when they when that happens, I'm like, here we go. So I immediately go upstairs and tell my dad. He comes down, he looks, and then like he flushes the toilet, and it happens like more, and this time out the back as opposed to like the side or the front. It's like I said, it's like 10:30, somewhat late. He's like, I just don't want to do this tonight. Just don't go to the bathroom down here tomorrow morning. Like, tell Allison to go to the bathroom upstairs, whatever. So I tell her I'm off on Thursday, so like I wasn't concerned about it for me. But I tell her, and so it's like, all right, use the bathroom upstairs. Like, just we'll figure it out while you're at work. Thursday morning, Allison wakes up to go to Pilates in the morning. She goes upstairs to use the bathroom or whatever. She comes home. She takes a shower because she was like sweating at like a gym class or whatever. It's very normal. So she takes the shower, and then at some point in the shower she like sticks her head out, and she notices that there's like a flood in the bathroom. So she wakes me up and she's like, I'm sorry to wake you up, but there's like an inch or more of water in the bathroom. Like, it's flooding. So I don't have work on Thursday. It's like 7:45 in the morning. So I was like blissfully asleep. So I get like jolted awake because this is like, it's something that has to be handled quickly, right? Like we can't just let water sit. So I go look at the bathroom because I'm like, maybe it's not as bad as she says. It's as bad as she says. I run upstairs to go get like more towels, and I wake my parents up because again, this is not one that's like we could just let it be. So I wake my parents up. I like explain to them that the bathroom is flooded and they need to get downstairs. So eventually my mom comes down and like, she sees me like mopping up the water with like towels and stuff. And then eventually my dad gets down and he sees it and he's like, what the fuck is happening? So now his idea is like, let's take the toilet off the floor and like look at what's going on, which sure makes perfect sense. So Allison goes off to work, so she doesn't have to deal with any of this. It's my day off. It's my problem. So she goes to work, and me and my dad start to like work on the bathroom a little bit, like just trying to inspect. It's not like we're plumbers, but we can take things apart a little bit. So we take the toilet off the floor, and my dad notices that like the flange, like the little metal bracket that like a toilet connects to into the ground, is like gone. It's like broken, like it's not there. So he's like, what the heck? Where did that go? That's what's causing the toilet to leak type stuff. I noticed that like the tube, like the pipe going that the toilet feeds into is like full of water. Like it's not like it's drained, like it's full to the, I wasn't looking, it's full to the brim. And my mom is like, do you think it could be the sump pump? If you don't know what a sump pump is, I mean, we have like cesspools here, so something has to like drain the water into the cesspool. I don't really know how it works either, but it's just a pump. It's a pump. Maybe every house has them, and I don't know anything. But so she was like, do you think it could be the sump pump? My dad's like, no, it shouldn't be, because we just got that replaced like a year ago. It should be fine. And that makes sense. It should be fine. So we turn on the sink at some point because my dad wants to see if that's leaking, and no problem with the sink. Just the toilet and, oh, that's a bad one. Just the toilet and the shower for some reason. Oh no, sorry, the sink is leaking. I don't know what I said there. I'm tired. It's been a week. So everything's leaking. The toilet's like broken a little bit, like with the connecting piece. We don't know what's going on. I'm just sitting there because my dad is like a do-it-yourself kind of guy, because he worked as a locksmith. He's like a blue-collar-esque worker. So I feel like old Italian man who was a blue-collar worker is like, I'll do everything myself. It's just how it is. It's just one of like the universal truths of the world. So as we're just sitting there in the bathroom, I'm like, please, in my head, I can't say this out loud, but in my head, I'm like, please, let's just call a plumber. Please say you just want to call a plumber because you don't know what's going on, or you don't want to do it. And I'm, that's all I'm hoping. He eventually stands up and he's like, we tried this twice. Like, we put the toilet there in the first place. We put the flange on. We put the wax seal on. We did all this stuff. And it was okay. And then something happened. And then he came down and he refixed it, and it was okay. And then it happened again. He's like, this is the third time. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So we're just going to call a plumber. Yo, what's up, Steel Person? How you been? So he goes to call a plumber, or like go to the plumber like business that's like down the road. And me and my mom are still here, and we're like doing damage control of the rest of the basement, right? Because obviously if there's water damage other places, we gotta like get to it fast. So we look in the apartment space. There's maybe like a little tiny wet spot by our pantry, but we can just mop that up with a towel, easy peasy. We look in like the other part of the basement that where like the washing machine is and like storage and stuff. And my mom is like, let's look in the sump pump room where like the pump is. We look in there, soaked, like it's flooded too. So now we have to start mopping that up. And my mom is still on this train of like, do you think the sump pump is broken? I don't know anything, right? I don't know what a sump pump fucking, I don't really understand it. I just know it's the thing that like pulls the water out of the tubes. So I'm like, I don't know, it could be. I guess it would make sense, because why would the shower cause a flood? But like, if the toilet seat was offset, like that doesn't make sense. So as we're looking in the sump pump room, my mom notices the plug in the outlet. And you know how like a plug can be in the outlet all the way, or like kind of dangling out, like it's drooping at a weird angle? The sump pump was drooping at a weird angle. So my mom is like, well, we'll plug it back in. She plugs it back in. We're standing there for maybe like a minute. Just like, is the pump dead? Eventually it turns back on. Like, we hear the noise, it kicks on, and we hear like water move. I rush back into the bathroom. The pipe leading from the toilet is now drained. It's fully drained. Holy cow. Maybe it was the pump the whole time. So then I run the sink again, no flood. I don't run the shower because I just, that's a lot more water that I didn't want to risk at the time. But we run the sink, no drain, no flood. So it's sort of like, okay, maybe it was the pump that caused the shower to flood. Like, that makes sense. But my dad has a point in that if the toilet seat just isn't, or if the toilet isn't properly bolted into the ground, it probably would have leaked anyway. So he comes back from the plumber, and he's like, they'll be here in like 20 minutes or something. And if they can like fix it with just the flange, it'll just be X hundreds of dollars. If they have to like drill into the cement and like the tile and the foundation, whatever, then it's going to be however much per hour of work. We explained to my dad that the sump pump wasn't working, blah, blah, blah. And he tells us that the plumber explained to him that the toilet seat flange situation could have definitely caused a leak. And me and my dad put it on there, and we could have done everything correct and done everything right, which I think we did. But the flange just has like a life cycle, like any piece of hardware or technology or whatever. So like the guy was like, how old was the flange? And my dad's like, I don't know, like 30 years old or something. So the guy's like, yeah, that's probably about as far, it's probably about as long of a lifespan as you're gonna get out of it. So it just broke from like typical use and wear. But just from like us sitting on the toilet to go to the bathroom was enough to like cause it to break off or rip and break into pieces. So they come in, they like inspect, and they determine that they can just get it done. So they get it done within like the hour. And we're like, cool. Everything's working, there's no leaks, the toilet's flushing good, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. It's now Friday. And everything's still good. In the morning, like I go to the bathroom, I'm really paying attention, everything's good. I go to work, I don't hear any complaints from Allison about it. That's great. We have plans to see my friends that night because we're gonna go bowling, and so we go. Ooh, fuck. I get home from work after like a 10-hour day, and I'm touching people and working with them all the time, and I just want to shower. Right? It's like I'm like, we'll eat at the bowling alley. Like I just want to feel clean and like not like garbage. You just woke up, Steel Person? You haven't been feeling the best? Damn, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you need rest, like, for sure. Have you been feeling bad for, like, a couple days, or is it just, like, all of a sudden? Yeah, so I get home, I want to shower, and I jump in, because, like, we're supposed to meet them at 8, and I get home at, like, I don't know, 7:20. So I jump in the shower. Well, before I shower, I go to the bathroom. No problems. It flushes fine. And then as I get in the shower, it's going fine. But all of a sudden, I start hearing the toilet just make, like, bubbles. It's going, like, bloop, bloop. Like one big bubble is, like, coming up through the toilet every, I don't know, like, minute or so. I like poke my head out several times in the shower to be like, is there a flood? Is anything going on? Never a flood, but this bloop is going on. Lack of sleep. You've been on call for work. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. It's an annoying part of your job for sure. Hold on. I'm waiting for my cycle here. There we go. Yeah, so the blooping is like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's like air trapped in the pee trap. What in the fuck is this? Demon, it's Celeste. Maybe you've heard of it. Yeah, so after I end my shower, I'm sitting there, in the shower, like drying off a little bit, and then I notice the water isn't draining in the shower, and I'm like, no, not again, man, no. So when I finish drying myself off, I get out of the shower, and I'm like, I have to try. I flush the toilet because it was bubbling. I was like, I don't know what's happening. I have to try to flush it. I flush it, doesn't flush. It's like starting to clog, like fill. You know, when you have like a clog and it just fills with water instead of going down the drain, it starts to do that. Nothing's coming up, but the water level's going up. I go upstairs, I get my parents, I'm like, hey, you're not gonna believe it. Something else is happening. So as I get the plunger, my dad comes down, and I'm like, I was taking the shower, the water wasn't draining, and now the toilet's like, it's like it's clogged. My dad starts plunging the toilet like a little bit, and I'm like, I look in the shower again to see if the water's still there. The water's gone. The toilet level has dropped. I'm sorry. I'm skipping. The toilet level rose, and the shower level went down when I flushed for whatever reason. And when my dad started plunging, the toilet level went down, and the water was coming up the shower drain. So clearly they're like connected. They're like sharing a water line or like a pipe in some capacity. Maybe that's typical. I don't know. So at some point we're like, clearly the pump isn't working again. We go look, the outlet, like it's plugged all the way in this time. There's no like dangle. There's no question about it. When we unplug it, we plug it back in like it's a router, like you're trying to get your internet to work. No difference. I'm shining like my phone flashlight in the room for my dad because I didn't have like a regular one on me. And he's like looking at the wires. Everything seems fine. He's like bent over. He's like, give me your phone. I hand him my phone so he could like look himself. And he's just like looking. He's like, I don't understand it. It should be working. There's nothing is pointing to any sort of problem. And no joke, he's like lean over the like under the like the pipe. He bangs his head on it. And then we hear the water flush and the pump turn on. It was straight up like a cartoon or like a movie like bit. So after it flushes, I go check. It's all gone. All the water's handled. And now it's flushing fine. It just was just like the permanent plumbing issues this week, and it's been fine for a day now, and I just want it to be over. I'm so frustrated with the plumbing. It is the game you followed me on, Demon. You don't know what the toilet is? Is this a good time to see the new place eventually? Well, I mean, what do you want to see? You want me to send you like pictures? I could do that if you'd like. That's a problem for a guy like me. House or apartment? We're in my parents' basement in what has always been like a little apartment space, but they haven't rented it out for, I don't know, like 30 years, basically since I've been alive, to my knowledge. It's all the space that me and Allison need as like a couple. And we could easily like have like a pair of people over. That's all we need. Oh, you meant physically. Well, I mean, that's on you to get a flight out here. You can come hang out. It's not like I'm going anywhere. How have you guys been? It's been a while. Not like as long as last time, but it has been like, I don't know, 3 weeks. Before this, it was like 2 months. But this week has just felt so goddamn long. It just, I don't know, 5 days it feels like it's been like 12 days with all the plumbing issues and coming home from work and having to deal with it. It's just been a lot. But thankfully, I'm not a homeowner. I'm a renter. So my parents, who are now my landlords, are the ones who have to deal with the problems, right? Oh my god, and the other thing that happened. One reason might be that the drainage wasn't fully done right. Listen, it's possible. I don't know, man. We had a new pump put in, sump pump wise, a year ago, and my dad said that when they had the bathroom redone, they had like a person in there to do like a new pump for the bathroom by itself. So everything should work, but just, you know, life finds a way. Oh my god, I started to look at chat and I just thought I was up there. I said, Joey, this stream has come more recently to the last stream compared to that last stream to the stream before that. I streamed like the day after Mario Kart World came out, and then I was gone and I didn't come back until like the end of July. And then I didn't stream since then until now. So it's been a fucking busy summer. But such is life. But like, new space, man. It feels nice to, thanks for the resub, Joey. It feels nice to have like a space to stream or like play video games or hang out that isn't just my bedroom. It's not something I'm super used to having. Oh, that's fucked. I think we're done. Yeah, I mean, that's how it feels, like, genuinely. It is like I have 2 rooms to put all my stuff in now. Oops. I'm still getting used to this mic setup. I might end up moving like more to the center on my left as opposed to on my right. We'll see. I want to get a plumber to run a scope through the drain pipe. I mean, we'll see if it keeps clogging. Because everything so far, like when it was the sump pump not plugged in and the toilet offset, those were very clearly not a drain issue. The one when it got stuck in the pipe was weird, and if it happens again, I think we will need a plumber, like, to do that. But if it was just a freak thing, like, that's fine. Why must I play this while you have a friend around? I don't know, Blair. I just kind of had the itch to play Celeste again. This has been the week of, like, there's new games I want to play, but I really want to play old games. Oh, whoopsie. No, I mean, okay, we're fine. Oh, wait, that sounded... Yeah, it doesn't come back, huh? You wish you could play it? You'll find the time. RSI still? Well, you have a friend around, so like you should have fun with your friend. Someone argue that that's more important. Silk Song will have you pushing. I'll be balancing it. Yeah. Listen, I still haven't even bought Donkey Kong yet. And now Silk Song's coming out in like 3 weeks. Not even, sorry, in like 2 weeks. Like, what the fuck? I don't have time to play all these games. You've been replaying Elden Ring? That one could never be me. That one will never happen. I don't think in my entire life. I'll never be like, I want to play this game again. It would be like, I want to fight this boss again, and if I ever came to that, I'd probably just download a mod where I could just like fight the boss. You played Hollow Knight as a guy and you play Silksong girl. It's like you're the pro tag, except the knight wasn't like they were probably like they were probably non-gendered. Okay, Blair, have a good one. Enjoy time with your friend. Catching up on Switch 2 stuff eventually will be nice. Working on the back catalog as of late. Halfway done through episode Aegis. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And P3R. There you go. We're getting things done. I haven't played video games in any capacity in probably like since my last stream, and I'm not even kidding. This week was the first time I like touched a controller or something in forever. I've just been really busy. This week I played some Mario Kart. I played some Sekiro because that's what I was gonna stream on Thursday when I didn't get things to work, and then I just I got it to work and I was like, I'm just demoralized and I'm tired. And then we have company coming in like an hour. So yeah. Oh my god, the neutral jump was not on purpose. Yeah, it's just a problem. But we're back. I'm playing video games again. Do I know what system I'm using at least? Right now? I do. My brain. It's not functioning very well. No, but this was test stream night for the PC. Whoops, I stopped crouching, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure streaming on my console should be no problem now that I figured out the PS4 problem. Which I don't get why I had the issue now. Because I've streamed the PS4 a lot and I didn't have this issue before. So it's very random. But I do think that there might be a date night stream tomorrow. So look forward to that as long as me and Allison get our errands done and we have nothing to do tomorrow. Oops. Yeah. I mean, you might, I don't know if you'll be sleeping. I don't know what your schedule is, because we probably, we won't be streaming this late. That's for goddamn sure. It'll probably be like a either mid-afternoon kind of stream or like a early evening kind of stream. But you are more than welcome to come watch Allison struggle in a game with me. Tomorrow as in Sunday. Sorry, I'm the type of person who the day doesn't tick over in my brain, at least from like a verbal standpoint, until after I wake up. Like, I'm awake right now. I know it's technically Sunday. It's not Sunday yet. Tomorrow is Sunday. That's unfortunate for you. Yeah, I don't perceive many times Allison and I would stream on a weekday. I might stream on like Thursdays and maybe Wednesdays and Fridays. But Allison, I don't think she would I mean, I guess I can't speak for her. I think she would be like, I just want to relax. But I also don't see me doing it very much. Because, I get home at like 7 whatever. And then we gotta cook dinner. we're fine. Level design, baby. You should only have to worry about one guy that got angry at you today in the morning, and then on the overnight, bitches be sleeping. There we go. We love when bitches be sleeping. That's what I need to be doing right now, but I really wanted to just try my setup. And I am happy to see that everything's functioning. But tomorrow is going to be like a weirder one, because we'll be playing a game on my computer. So I'm going to try to get it going on the TV, so like it's, you know, we're not hunched over my PC together. And we'll see how that works. Damn it! It happened. Oh, I forgot. Wait. You don't have to save your dash for that one. I just remembered. I will say, there's one thing left that I want to try before I do like end for tonight, and I want to have my air conditioner on, and I want to see how loud it is. So in a minute I'm gonna go turn that on because I am getting fucking hot. That's what happens when you're sitting up and talking and blah blah blah. You know what else Allison and I did recently? Last Sunday, we had like nothing to do, and it was like our first real like day like living together, like official. So we were like, let's just do whatever. Maybe this was actually 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But we had like a whole ass date day. Oops. We woke up, went to Pilates together. Then we like hung out for a little while, and then we went bowling together, and then we hung out for a little while, and then we went to the movies, and we saw Freakier Friday. And it was just a good time. It was probably 2 weeks ago. And it's nice that we can just like do that instead of having to like plan a weekend and like do, you know, stick to the plan. We can just kind of like be sporadic and spontaneous now. It's nice. Imagine being a couple who doesn't just have a weekend together every week. It's nice. Oh! Long story short, with Angry Guy, he wanted to do a walk-in with a corporate direct billing. Wouldn't do that. The specific company he needs to make a booking with his people, so it appears to be a portal before we check him in. He got mad about needing to do extra work. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that sounds like an entitled man. I'm gonna turn my air on and see how it goes. Big moment. Let's see what happens. It's also so nice that like it's like different actually, because now I'm in this, you know, I'm sitting on a couch instead of in like a either on a folding chair or like a computer chair. So it's like a little more comfortable, but like also more like less back support. I'm like being a little quiet because I'm trying to see if the mic is picking up the air conditioner. It also hasn't fully kicked on yet, so. The reason for that step is so you can make sure he's actually still a current employee. To be fair, dude's employee card was sus as fuck. It was broken in two and held together by tape. He was trying to give you instructions for how to do a walk-in too. Like, yeah, I mean, listen, you're just gonna do your job. Like, sir, please just let me do my thing. Respectfully, shut the fuck up. Oh, really? Damn straight, brother. It do always be a man. Is this air conditioner gonna like kick on? It's just being like a fan right now. Oops. I need it to like kick out some air and see if it's working. Maybe I should have never turned it off. So I had it on earlier. I turned it off for the stream. There it goes, there it goes. It looks like it's coming through occasionally. But like, it's gonna be hot down here. That thing's gonna be on. Part of you wants to put on your fan, but you don't want to be cold in bed. Brother, you don't understand my life. I live with Allison. She is a warm-blooded girl. She like needs the AC on. I don't know. If she could choose, I think she would have her air on 9 months out of the year. That might be a bit much, but it's close. She just runs very, very warm. And I run very cold most of the time. Or at least, like, part of me does. Like, my hands and feet will a lot of times be very cold. So you'll catch me, like, bundled up under blankets, and she'll just be like, "You're cold?" I'm like, "I'm freezing." Damn. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. But, you know, I can always get under more blankets, and I'd rather her not be out of the blankets and, like, sweating. So how else has life been going for you, Joey? Damn. You've been having fun. Because, man, truthfully, like, this summer has been both really good and really bad. Workaholic stuff? That's true, that's true. I am aware of your show. Don't worry, you've posted about it on Twitter enough that I've seen it. I don't have a wide following on Twitter. It's very much on purpose. So I see probably every post you make as long as I go on the app, which I don't. Where am I? I didn't know what happened. I froze. Oh, you never see me pop up on your feed? Yeah, because I don't post shit. I'm very much a social media lurker, and this has been the case forever. From Facebook to Twitter to Instagram to fucking what else exists? I don't know. TikTok. The only thing I post on is Twitch and YouTube, and that's because I stream on Twitch and YouTube gets my streams. I wouldn't really call that posting. It's more of just reusing. MySpace? I never had a MySpace. Knew about it. I just thought it was really dumb as like, because I was like too young. Like I thought it was stupid. But my brother had a MySpace. He also had an AIM, which I also thought was stupid. Which, again, it's you know, my older brother did it, so it had to be dumb, right? It's kind of how the law of siblings works. Let's do better this time. Probably not. I would feel so good about myself if I get this golden tonight. I won't, but that would be fucking rad as hell. Okay, remember, you can use your dash after you hit the second one. Fuck. Yeah, 6B golden, it's not a great one. But this would put me with just 6 golden, 7. Right? 7 A, B, C, 8 A, B, C, farewell. 6? Do I have them all? I don't know, I have to check. How many? I have 194, so this is gonna be 195, so I'd be missing 7. Oh! That's fine. Let's reset. What's the 7th one I'm forgetting? I don't know. Oh, I understand, Joey. I don't even know if I'll be live too much more after 20 minutes. I am tired. I had to wake up. So after yesterday, with, you know, working 10-hour shift and then having to deal with the plumbing problem, and then going bowling, and then having my friends back here, I didn't get to bed until like 1:32, and then I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning to take my mom to the airport. So I did come back home and fall asleep again, obviously, but I am like running on not great rest. But I wanted to stream tonight. Oops. Yeah, I'm not huge on bumpers either. I think they're fine. It's just that it's not that they're inconsistent, it's that it's just like their hitboxes. I'm not consistent at hitting them in the spot I want to most of the time. I'm also really bad with the battle and fight sections, if I remember. I tend to get in my head about, like, moving. Wow. I could really feel my eyes getting heavy, though. It helps when I hit the same spot twice in a row. I still would love to have Allison play Celeste someday. It'll never happen. The game is definitely too hard, but I could put her on assist mode. Just give her like unlimited dashes or something. But in the end, I don't think this is a game for her. I think I just love it so much I want her to play it. Oh, not one bit, but, you know, it means a lot to me. Oh boy, she absolutely touched that spike. Maybe you could, Joey. Maybe you could. I don't know. Anything's possible. I mean, if I have to give anything about Celeste, it has a phenomenal difficulty curve. Except for, like, Chapter 3, because I feel like a lot of people, myself included, hate Chapter 3. Kinda, yeah. It is kind of Mario with a different art style. And, like, a completely different set of mechanics. You hated Golden's Demon? Ah, yeah, I get it. Fuck. Listen, I just know that someday I'll be on that list of 202 people. That's all that matters to me. I'll get on there. You got wall jumps and wall creatures with faces. You mean Kevin? That's Kevin. At least put some respect on his name. Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it like in a different way, Demon, it's basically just doing like a time trial in like a different platformer. Like if I was playing like Sly Cooper 1, and I was doing like the Master Thief sprints, which, I mean, you might not even know exist, which is fine. It's the same shit. You die, you restart. You die, you restart. It's just that Celeste is a more demanding skill-based game than those time trials usually are. Usually, not always. But usually. Damn. I'm honestly like, the only goldens that I'm like stressed about still are like 7A, B, and then Farewell. I don't remember chapter 8 being like dramatically long, but I might be wrong. 8 might fucking suck ass. I don't think the circles are named anything. I think they're just bumpers. The blocks are only named Kevin because they have a noise, and that was Kevin. Now, as much as I love Celeste, I'm not super involved in the lore or community. So if there is like a more community-driven name, I don't know it. They're bumpers. Bumpalina. You got Bump and Bumpette, you know? Oops. You could change the voices of the blocks to covert muffin laugh. Oh, to what? I don't know what that is. Who's Covert Muffin? Or what is Covert Muffin? I don't know this. I don't know, this is some lore Demon's got to explain. Waiting some muffins to be placed on the table of this conversation. Blueberry chocolate. Yeah, I'm a chocolate chip muffin kind of guy mostly. Chocolate chip best muffin. Blueberries also up there. Not much of a banana nut or a bran muffin kind of guy. Throw a little like not powdered sugar, like granulated sugar on top. Ooh, love that. Some butter on there too, preferably. Heat up the muffin, throw some butter on there. All for it. I'll munch that right up. Ooh, Jesus, went nowhere. That's how if I'm like home, that's how I eat my muffins. It's a new PB, baby. I don't remember this room. Oh, that's right. I remember this room now. We go down here. Kevin. Boing. I don't remember this one. There we go. Woo! I'll watch that clip after this attempt. There it goes. That's really funny. That's really funny. If you change your name to Fwahaha, they go Fwahahahaha. That's a silly Easter egg. That's the type of Easter egg I can get behind. It was a good run. We were about the halfway point there, Joey. Maybe like a little beyond, but right around the halfway point. Oops. I think I'm gonna give it like another 10 tries that get off of the first screen after this, because I'm just like fighting to keep my eyes open. They want to close really bad, but I want to play a little bit more. Pillow behind my back. Get a little bit of lumbar support in here. Boom, ba-da-ba-boom. Just about every time in this room when I dash into that bumper, I'm like scared I'm gonna get sent just rocketing downward instead of to the right. I just kind of messed up. All right, so this is 1. We're going to 10. That get past this room. All right, that's 1. Oh yeah, Demon, I played Farewell. I have my Moonberry. I beat Farewell exactly twice. That's 2. I played Farewell before I played any mod stuff. Okay, Joey. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Sweet dreams. Oh, I know the Golden's worse. Don't worry. Farewell's just like, you know, like 5 times as long as the longest level in the base game, so I'm well aware it'll be the worst one. Hello there, Noin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, but that's how I'm reading it, as I can't super pay attention. Have I gotten the 6B Golden before? No. It's my next one on the list. Not sure if I've heard of D-sides. I've heard of them. I've never looked into the D-sides at all, but I do know that they exist. Thank you for the luck. It's probably not going to happen tonight, as I'm only doing like another 7 lives. But, you know, practice makes perfect. And I'm also just tired. I gotta go to bed. Have you gotten all the Goldens, Noin? Noinen? Yeah? Nice. I'm jealous. 2 years ago. Okay. So you've been resting on your laurels for a while. You're doing it again? That's crazy. This is definitely a one and done kind of challenge in my eyes. I will not be doing this twice. I'll take my 202 on one file and I will walk away proud and happy. Whoops. Alright. 6 more tries that get out of the first room. Don't forget. I'm not losing track here. 6B took you like 2 hours. I think if I count when I last did the 6B attempts, alright, 5 more. I've already spent like probably 5 hours on it. But I'm also the type of idiot who does not practice. I'm just like, let's just go for it and see what happens. I'm not the most consistent player. Okay, 5 more. $110 hours, Jesus. Not ready for that kind of commitment. Four more. I still think both 3A and B and 5B were my worst. So far. I can't really explain why 5B was, or 5A, whichever fucking one it was one of those, was such a fucking problem for me. I spent a long time on it. You streaming 7A today. It took you 4 hours because you didn't want to practice 3,000. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I know it's like probably not smart of me to not practice. I just really 3 more. I just don't play a lot. Like, I don't have a lot of time to play off stream. But someday, I will get them all. It's a personal quest of mine. You got your first 202 on PS4. I still can't believe you're doing it twice. You learning to play on keyboard and mouse and doing it again? That's crazy. I don't think I would have been able to change the muscle memory. Alright, 2 more. I also just can't play platformers on keyboard and mouse. Like, it just feels wrong for my brain. Even if like everyone was like, you gotta use keyboard and mouse, it's the superior way, I'd be like, it doesn't feel right on my fingers. I like having a nice, luscious thumbstick. Oh, all right, last try. Here we go. This is it. Place your bets. You were the first Spanish on PS4 to get 202? Damn, that's crazy. What a cool achievement. I can't imagine being first to do anything. You're doing it again to have it recorded. Ah. That's one thing I'm grateful for, is that all of mine are recorded at this point. Oh, alright, well that's the last one. What a way to lose it. Oh, that's fun. Because PS4 only lets you record for 1 hour. Oh, damn, that fucking sucks. So you would just have to, like, know that you were gonna get it, or just waste your fucking life. That's tough. Thanks for the follow, Noinen. Much appreciated. There'll be more Celeste. What? I'm just confused. I'm missing 8. What 8 am I missing? There's 1 in 6, 3 in Summit, 3 in Core. I can't math. Okay, yeah, no, that's 8. I'm too tired. That's what I'm learning. Because I'll have 195 after this, and 198, and yeah. No, that works out. That works out. I'm also like a psycho. I'm doing it in chapter order as opposed to doing it in like what people say is like the easiest way to do it. So 2 PC world record is 3.5 hours. 3 hours 30 seconds. That's fucking crazy. People are talented, man. And then there's people like me, where you're just like, I'm just trying to do it. What a time. Yeah, I'm a psycho. But it looks so clean. Like, look at that screen. Doesn't it look nice to be like just zeros all the way down instead of like just like a column? I just think it looks nice. But that's the stream for tonight. Like I said, tomorrow might be a couple stream. It wouldn't be Celeste, but I don't fully know what the plan is tomorrow, but I'll keep you posted in the Discord. Thanks for hanging out. I hope I get on some regular sort of basis again. I can't promise it, just because life is life. But I'll be around. Whether it's Celeste, Donkey Kong, if I ever get it. And Silk Song is coming, so that's gonna like take over my life. So it's crazy. I see your message. I know TGH was the longest reigning world record holder. I get it. He was the GOAT. He was the GOAT. He deserves that title. But yeah, have a good night. I will, I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your night, or morning, or day, whatever time it is for you. And, yeah, be well. August is almost over, which is crazy. See you next time.